Hello everybody, hope you're having another blessed day. In this video we are back on a game of Wizard101 to yet again continue Quest and Few Darkmoor, the new world in Wizard101. Now in the last episode we finished kind of the pre-quest getting us into Darkmoor. And now that we're here we have a couple quests we gotta do and talk to some people before we head to our next fight located here. Which will be a series of I think 4 to 5 1v2 fights which you will have to play around with some cheats that these tarot cards will be using. Which I will say playing them so can be pretty difficult. But if you play at least one other person, they can be pretty simple to deal with as long as you know what you're doing. Right? So let's get through some of this chatting real quick. And then into the fight we will go. Now I will say also with these fights, you could also one-turn them. If you had 4 people, which honestly, nah, I'm not even gonna mess with randoms. We'll just do like it's a solo fight, or a 2v1 fight. Unless this random Nikolai person wants to join. You want to join Nikolai? Yeah, I didn't think so. Alright, so we'll begin into this video. I'll probably speeding through most of it. This basically know in mind. For this first fight here, with the Emperor card, what you need to do is that you gotta make sure your pips are set to myth, because with this fight they are going to basically put a shatter card on you and a ton of shields on themselves, which you have to get 3 myth pips to use. So what I recommend doing is even this like first turn pass with your storm, or you can blade if you have it. In fact, I can toss in like a single blade, I suppose it won't do any harm. Alright, but I'll add an extra buff on my storm. And basically, first turn is feint, third turn, use the shatter into an hit. It's simple as that. Won't be that difficult to defeat this boss. Right? This one you could be doing 2 turns is feint, hex into a frenzy hit. Not much or anything special with the fight. With his cheat, basically is going to put in an overtime on us that does like a lot of our health each turn, like over 1,000. But since it's just something like that, we don't really care about anything else. So yeah, we'll get the overtimes. It will do a lot of our health real quick. But yeah, you could do the whole triage, move it. No, just ignore it. Just play the fight normally. Alright, so let's speed for this one and get on to the third fight. Last one you actually have to worry about like a set cheat that forces you to change your pips, have certain ones. You're still going to want to start off having the myth pips, right? But then on your second turn you're going to make sure you have ice pips, alright? easy work. Alright, so on to the fourth fight. The fourth fight is very similar to the second fight. It's cheats, not really important. We don't really care about it. We'll just fight like normally. I believe this one, it just puts a bunch of like traps on you. So, gotta be careful with your health, but, you know, we will be able to just two-turn it anyway. So, let's make our first turn moves, and then we will speed it up into the last and final fight. Alright, so that clears him out. And now for the last one, you're going to want to have max health. Alright, that's because cheat will wreck you if you do not have max health. Alright, so honestly, popping a potion is probably the smartest thing you can do in this scenario. Right, so the last one is the death card. What the death card does, and honestly, I'm probably not going to use Frenzy on this turn. So I'm going to kind of change my deck up this a little bit. Right, but with the death card, it is going to take around 90% of your health on the first turn. Right, so if you go into it, again, it's 90% of your flat health. Alright, so you go into it, you know, 2,000 health gone, it will one-hit you on the very first turn. So make sure you add 100 health back. I'll pop an extra potion just in case. Alright. And I did the same thing on my Storm. As you see, we are about to be womboed on this very first set. Alright. The fight and the kind of quest here to kind of learn back our memories. Alrighty. So let's turn this quest in real quick. There you go. Alright. And basically this will get us now to the new area, the next area, which will be Grave Homes, where we actually used to be spending a majority of the time in the world, kind of like the open kind of intro to the world. But with that in mind, I think I'm going to stop the episode there. We will pick up in the next episode as we get to Grave Home and work on completing those quests and maybe finally get around to using some of these XP potions, since we'll have some sections, a lot of kind of side quests, defeat quests, small single bosses, that we can actually really rank up a lot of extra XP in that regards. Alright. But, you know, if you enjoyed the video, please leave a like on the video, subscribe to the channel if you haven't already, because this helps this video get out and more available to more people out there. So for other people that are also struggling with the world, they can kind of use these videos as some sort of guides to help them quest through more easily through these sections. All right. Now, just like the last video, if you did enjoy it, if you have any more questions, but anything Wizard1 related, please post them in the comment section down below, along with any videos or video games you want to see me play in the future. Also comment them as the comment section down below. You never know, they may pop up in a new video. With that in mind, all right, hope the rest of the day is blessed. And I'll see you all again in the next episode. With that in mind, I'm out.